Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, today I'm posting my 100th episode. I started this discussion in my last video, but I wanted to save the details for this official 100th episode. And I know I don't have 100 subscribers or 100 views, but like I said before, I'm not focused on what I can't control. Right now, I'm in the building stage, and if you build it, they will come. But first and foremost, I'm showing up, and I'm feeling my progress with every upload. I'm starting to get the rhythm of my channel, my niche, my content. I know my channel is an accumulation of encouragement to deal with the adversities of life, but my content is not about being perfect or handling everything perfectly. Even I know I can't always react like the Dalai Lama. I know I'm just human. I may not have the composure of Mother Teresa, but I can keep going. Because if I don't keep going, I'm never going to master or develop the content I'm trying to build on this channel. So I know the answer is to just keep going. And that involves leaning into what I don't know so I don't get discouraged into stopping. Dealing with scarcity, dealing with difficult people, and constantly finding ourselves between a rock and a hard place. So far, the answer I've come up with is simply to do your best and surrender the rest. Just carry on. In creating this channel, for example, I wanted to create a visual with moving animation that allowed the animated image that you see here to include conversational gestures and lifelike facial expressions and movement through body language. I wanted a lifelike, real moving animation to supplement my voice and my message on this channel as opposed to the still image you see here. But I didn't have the skill sets or the money to achieve a moving animation, so I surrendered to what I could accomplish, which are the still images you see here. And I just kept going. And the upside of dividing less of my attention on the animation was that I could fully focus on my message and what I needed to say. And when I am finally able to provide a moving animation, I will. But in the meantime, I'm working with what I have, and I keep going, because the show must go on in order to get better. And creating this type of content has been such a release for me. The human experience and how we navigate it has always been an interest of mine, but it was always a curiosity, a discovery, and a type of research project that I'd kept in my mind and never really discussed out loud to anyone, unless I was discussing a specific event with someone. But to speak on the human experience from a greater general perspective is both challenging and alleviating, because we'll find our experiences are way more common than we realize. We all deal with difficult people, and at times we are the difficult people. Sometimes we need grace, and sometimes we give grace. Sometimes we're in the position to give, and sometimes we need to receive. And my spiritual warfare has really shown me just how much we're all just spirits, and how to break off the outer shell we use to categorize and judge each other. Spiritual warfare really helps you see just how much we're all just spirits created by God. We don't belong to any special category. We're not different from one another. Some people are more mentally and spiritually evolved in this area, and I truly believe that those who are more spiritually evolved are the ones getting through life in the best way, in the freest form, because they're not diluted or confused by the stereotypes and illusions we've created in society to categorize one another by race or size or wealth or social status. People who are spiritually evolved are living the upside of life. They get the core connection we all have to one another as humans, even the connection we have to animals, to the earth. Some people know how to look at what counts, the soul and the spirit of a thing, and not the exterior. And I'm invested in figuring out how to explain that level of sensibility and consciousness. Because honestly, it's gotten frightening to see how far backward we've moved as a society, particularly in the US, where we would allow the election of someone who is dedicated to deporting innocent, hardworking people who contribute to this country and see them as other. All this immigration upheaval in a country that was literally stolen is wild. It's outrageous that we'd elect someone who would stop providing government aid for those who have the least at a time when inflation is as high as it is. We can't keep looking at each other as poor, rich, immigrant, citizen, because tables do turn, and no dollar amount can ensure the preservation of our health, of our lives. No social status can protect us in the spirit world. God is still in control, and He is always watching. And that's what I'm invested in paying attention to on my channel. I'm invested in following the human condition and analyzing our common experiences and how we navigate it in this world. And I'm invested in contributing to encourage us to carry on through the constant adversity we're sure to face in life. And I hope to create a community of support and roadmaps. And I want to take this time to thank any and all of you who are joining me on this ride. This is episode 100, and cheers to many, many more episodes to come. As always, I hope you'll subscribe. I post daily, so I'll be back soon with another message. In the meantime, keep your heads up, family. Stay prayed up because God wants to hear from you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.